We're going to be trying one of Iceland's more traditional dishes, which is fermented shark. We are starting our last couple days in Iceland by stocking back up at the grocery store at our favorite place, the Bonus. My favorite thing about this grocery store is the little pig they have on the front. It's like a piggy bank, but it looks like he's just completely full of change. We got basically 2 dinners and some snacks for about $12. Grocery stores are really your way to go if you're on a budget in Iceland. We are starting our fun activities for the day in Laufus, which is a turf house village, 25 minutes or so from Akureyri. There has been a settlement here since the 800s, and people actually lived here until the 1900s, so this was around for a while. This is a lot cooler than I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought it was just going to be kind of like turf houses that we could walk into, kind of like the turf church we saw the other day. They didn't really have anything, but they have all the different plants they would use, a bunch of different artifacts. It's in really good condition. We paid 3,600 ISK for 2 people. So, I mean, kind of expensive in terms of museums, but this is actually really cool. So we were in the kitchen. This is where they would cook everything and hang a lot of meat from the ceiling. You can still smell the meat in here. Like, it still smells kind of like beef jerky, like preserved meat. But then they have this, I'm assuming it's fake. I'm not gonna touch it. This is also the bathing room because it would be warm in this room compared to all the other rooms, and they would bathe twice a year, once on Christmas and once on the first day of summer, and that's it.
I've only hit my head once, and as you can see, guys, as soon as I step through a door, there is a good chance that I will hit my head again, so I just gotta be very careful.
As the name implies, these houses are covered in turf. I think it would just help keep the house cool during the summers and then warmer during the winters. But honestly, probably warm during the summer as well, because it's midsummer right now and we are cold. So not having heating, they would need some way to insulate. Right, we're in. 1047. There's been a church here. And I think they said up there that this altarpiece is actually from the 1600s. They just moved it from the old church to this church when they built it in the 1800s. These are some really steep stairs. But usually you can't go up into this top level of churches. So this is cool that we're able to go up here. Imagine this being your view every time you walked out of church.
As you guys can probably see, some of the Iceland natives, aka sheep, are all over this place.
We have detoured from the ring road. We are in Hvammstangi, and this is actually where the Icelandic Seal Center is, so you can learn all about the seals. But we were really hoping to see some seals here, but we're just finding a bunch of ducks.
They're definitely not here.
They say that this is one of the best places to see them, and that's why the Seal Center is here. But maybe they're just here during business hours, and it's past business hours.
That's true. Maybe they just got off work. We're on a desperate hunt to find some seals. So Ashley found this area just up north that's called Seal Beach. We kind of thought we saw seals on the beach. We weren't really sure. It was pretty far down there. So I went to go check it out, and there were indeed some seals on that beach, and they were very surprised when they saw me. I think the birds kind of just started like alerting. The seals just kind of propped up on their sides and were just looking at me like, why are you here?
staying in Stykkisholmur in a campsite, and we will be exploring the Snaefellsnes Peninsula here upon driving into town. This giant church. This is all that we could see driving in, and so we're like, we're gonna brave the cold. We have to see this thing.
Yeah.
To the campsite.
A better way to start off your morning than with some fish and chips in Iceland.
Our first big stop today is at the Shark Museum in Bjarnhofen. We're doing something very exciting and different here. We're going to be trying one of Iceland's more traditional dishes, which is fermented shark.
I'm extremely excited for this.
He made sure he had his water.
I'm looking forward to it though. It should be fun.
It'll be fun, exactly.
Yeah.
Shark fermentation works when they hunt a shark, specifically Greenland sharks. They used to traditionally bury it underground for 2 to 3 weeks, but now they just keep it in a box for 2 or 3 weeks. Nothing besides the shark, just the shark. They put it in a box and leave it there. And after that 2 to 3 weeks, they'll hang it up to dry out for 3 to 4 months. No seasonings, nothing else, just a shark hanging there. And then after 3 or 4 months is when you can eat it. You eat the inside of the meat. So we're gonna go try that right now. We first eat it with rye bread before eating it by itself, so. It's actually not bad. It's more like the ammonia smell coming up through your nose that bugs you than anything. The texture is fine and the taste is fine, but when you start to smell, when it starts to hit your nasal area, that's when it starts getting kind of bitter.
All right, here we go.
I didn't smell it at all before I tasted it.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
It's not terrible.
When you hear fermented shark, I think it sounds a lot worse than it is.
I don't know. I was thinking it would be something like a salmon, like size. I was like, I don't think I can eat that much.
Oh.
Nothing. No.
He's fine.
He might have said on his driver's license that he wanted to donate his body to science. And I have a lot of species of birds in here, which is kind of awesome because I think these are the ones that have been attacking our drone, so we can get a closer look up at them.
We are parked at Kirkjufell and we are on our way to Kirkjufell, which is another waterfall. And this mountain back here is one of the most popular in Iceland. You've probably seen it as your computer screensaver. It's definitely not the biggest we've seen, but it's so cool. There's 3 little tiers of waterfalls. Our van is absolutely disgusting after driving through all of the dirt roads yesterday, and we were trying to find a car wash, and they actually just have hoses at each gas station, and you're able to just wash your car off pretty much anywhere since there's gas stations everywhere.
Art's looking good.
We also want to do a van tour video and haven't gotten to do that yet. And yesterday we were thinking, oh my gosh, this is so bad. We cannot do a van tour where you can't even see the van. I think that I have officially found my favorite waterfall in Iceland. We saw it from the side of the road and decided to pull over the big waterfall cascades and collects in this pool at the top of a rock before cascading down even more to the ground. And I don't know what it is about this one. This one just seems so magical. We don't know the name for it. There's no signage or anything. We just had to pull over on the side of the road. But this is probably my favorite waterfall. There's just something about it.
Probably just call it Ashley's Waterfall.
Yeah.
Ashley Foss.
Ashley Foss. No, I love it. We made it about a third of the way around the peninsula before we checked the volcano webcam again that is going off in the south of Iceland. And we saw that it is in fact going off today. Look at this. Do you see all of that lava? We are currently 2 hours away from the start of the hike, and we are hightailing it that way. We're really hoping that we get there in time to catch some lava, that it doesn't slow down tonight, and that we'll get to see the volcano. And we're actually about to enter into an underwater tunnel.
That's right.
We'll be crossing this, entering it here. We are underwater right now. What do you feel?
I can't swim. No, I can swim. Yeah, this is so unique, guys. Honestly, not an experience. Obviously, we were anticipating to have.
Yeah, we didn't do our research
so
right.
different. I can hold my breath underwater for 7 minutes. What would have been around this turfus would have been. Is that what it's called? In 1874, Iceland was granted freedom of religion. I sound like Rick Steves.
That actual meat?
It's fake, I think.
But it smells like it.
Orange juice from concentrate. This brown stuff is not what you think. It's an Oreo chocolate bar that I sat on, evidently. Oh no. I'll have to work on that.
We also just got out and shot our little welcome to this town video, and it was all in slow-mo, and it's
Bad.
maybe 40 degrees outside, probably more like 30.
Let's do it again.
So we have to go do it again.
All right.